Welcome to your online class, subject Social Science, Class 5, Unit 4, topic Atmosphere. So before going to the topic Atmosphere, we have to know about the Biosphere. What do you mean by Biosphere? Biosphere is a combination of all the three spheres, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Lithosphere comprises of land, hydrosphere comprises of water and atmosphere comprises of air. Next we are going to see the topic atmosphere. What do you mean by atmosphere? Atmosphere is a blanket of gases which surrounds the earth. So what all it includes? Nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide and other inner gases. So the other inner gases includes water vapor and dust particles inside that. So what are the other inner gases? Argon, neon, krypton and xenon. Clear all of you? Students, you have any doubt? Yes? I think everyone are clear. Next, we are going to see about the weather. What do you mean by weather? Everyone loves nature, isn't it not? Yes? So weather is a condition of the atmosphere of a place at a particular time. It keeps on changing from time to time. In some places it will be very hot and some places it will be cold. Some places it will be warm. So there is a changing of weather from time to time. Clear all of you? So it also depends upon the pressure, temperature, moisture in air and movement of air or wind. Next we are going to see about the climate. What do you mean by climate? Climate is the average weather condition of a place over a given period of time. I repeat it. Climate is the average weather of condition of a place over a given period of time. So it also influences temperature, rainfall and snow. Up to this you are clear all of you? Yes? You have any doubt? Yes. Next we are going to into a other topic that is called as the solar radiation. So what is solar radiation? The earth receives heat energy from the sun in the form of radiation. That is called as solar radiation. So because sun is the only source of light in the solar system, both living things and the non-living things. So it receives heat from the sun and ozone layers, as we know that it protects us from the ultraviolet rays from the sun. Clear all of you? Yes? Shall we go to the next one? Next, effect of solar radiation. What are the main effects? First one, capacity to reflect rays from the sun. Second one, the temperature. It is not always safe everywhere. Third one, factors that determine temperature. For example, mountains, seas, altitude, latitude, etc. Yes? Up to this you have any doubt? Clear all of you children? Yes? Shall we go to the next one? Yes. Next topic we are going to see about the latitude and the longitude. In the above picture you can see there is a horizontal line and the vertical line. Can you see children? Yes, the horizontal lines are called as the latitude and the vertical lines are called as what? Longitude. Now we can see latitude in detail. So the circles which is running from west to east is called as the equator. Yes, the equator divides the earth into two equal halves. So which is known as the hemisphere. So there are how many hemispheres? Two hemispheres. One is northern hemisphere and second one is the southern hemisphere. So latitudes are also called as the parallels and is measured in the unit degree. Clear, children? You have any doubt? Yes. Now shall we go to the longitude? Yes. So longitude are semicircle from north pole to the south pole. You can see in the picture. There is a semicircle line from north pole to the south pole. So the 0 degree latitude is called as what? Prime meridian. So there are nearly 360 latitudes on the earth. So how can we say the significance of latitude and longitude? Yes, children, can you tell me? Yes. Latitude and longitude together they make a grid. Yes. So this grid only makes the people to locate the place correctly. Yes. Till this you have any doubt? I think everyone are clear? Yes. Yes. Next we are going to see about the important topic, that is the heat zones. So now can you tell me why the heat varies from morning to evening? Can you guess, children? Yes? Can you tell me? Yes, because of the sun's rays. So the land is divided into various heat zones. One is torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. So where does the torrid zone lies? It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Capricorn. So where does the temperate zone lies? It lies above the torrid zone. So where does the frigid zone lies? It lies around the poles. Clear, children? Yes. So we can say that the torrid zone is very very hot, whereas the temperate zone is somewhat cooler. Whereas the frigid zone, you can see that it is very very cool zone, because it receives slanting rays for the half of the year and other half of the year it receives no light at all. So we can say that it is always a very cold zone in that particular place. Clear, children? Yes? You have any doubt? Yes. Shall we go to the next one? Yes. Next one is the Himalayas. So everyone likes to see the snow-covered mountains. Yes or no? Yes, we like to see the snow-covered mountains. We like to play. Yes. So the Himalayas. So which is the highest mountain in the world? The Himalayas is the highest mountain in the world. And Mount Everest is the highest peak and the longest in the world. So apart from that, there are other peaks also. Example, Kanchenjunga, Annapurna. So the peak here, the Mount Everest peak rises to nearly 8,848 meters, which is above the sea level. Clear, children? Yes? Shall we see the next one? Dotabetta. So can you guess where the Dotabetta lies? Yes, children? Can you tell me? Yes, it lies in the Nilgiri district of the Tamil Nadu in India. So it is a very big hill. It rises to the height of nearly 2,637 meters. Clear, children? Next one, pressure. What do you mean by pressure? Pressure is nothing but force per unit area. That is, you can say when the temperature, yes, When the temperature increases, pressure decreases. And when the temperature decreases, the pressure increases. You can see in the above picture, the arrow mark shown by the temperature increases and the pressure decreases. Clear, children? Yes? You have any doubt? Yes. Shall we go to the next one? It is called as a barometer. Have you seen the barometer, children? Yes? Can you tell me for what purpose this barometer is used? Yes. It is used for measuring the pressure. The average pressure of the ocean is nearly 1013 ml. Clear, all of you? Yes, up to this you have any doubt? Students, please revise today's topic. And today's homework is write the significance of gases oxygen, ozone and carbon dioxide. Yes, the remaining we can see in the next section. Thank you, children.